For those who don't
I'm
know,
excited. Let's see this game, brother.
Macedonia is a strat I cooked, and we'll talk about it at some point. But let's flip the player names here because we have VES demonnex in the red on Japan in the south, and we have dakii on Chinese in blue on the north. Spawn wise, food, your first deer pack pretty far forward, but both players have a really close boar. Normally the boar is like over here in Narnia. This one's
you're right.
Pretty nice actually for both sides. Though I would say
we are seeing
a
Dark Age rush.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's Japan, right? Yeah, you can kind of expect it. Their traditional is I'm going to make 2 spears, I'm going to Dark Age rush you, and then I'm going to go straight into castle with basically nothing. Very common. What's up?
We have a front gold.
Oh yeah.
And are we doing the no Imperial official opening?
Looks
okay,
like it.
denying gold early would be a really big deal here. With the no, which don't get me wrong, the no Imperial official opening is the meta opening right now. I keep to the old ways, and I still do Imperial official on my opening, but I get made fun of for that. But like, without the Imperial official, you don't get the passive gold. So does he gather enough gold to age up? He probably will. He went 2 immediately. I think just in case of the Dark Age, he went to gold instantly. But at the same time, will he get enough gold to make an Imperial official? That's kind of what Japan's trying to deny here. What demonnex is trying to deny here.
Yep. And we are going to only see 2 spears total. So pretty bog standard for Japan.
What's the sheep gather count right now?
Yeah, let's take a peek at that.
Not bad,
Also,
not bad. Okay.
Let me pause the music for y'all. There you go.
China should do better because of the vision from their scout in Tang Dynasty. They ran into each other scout-wise. Okay, we're at 200 gold. Imperial official is 40 gold, if I remember correctly, from the Imperial Pass. Either 40 or 50, I don't know off the top of my head. 50 from the TC, but isn't it less in the Imperial Academy?
I think so. Let me take a look. Doesn't say.
Yeah, 30% less.
Oh, does it?
Costs 30% less.
Oh, yep. There it is.
So he might... Oh, no, he has to pull to get the gold. He realized he didn't have gold for Imperial official, so he's pulling to get to just rush the gold here.
30 gold? Like that?
Yeah, so this is minor damage. He's not going to get a Vil kill, but his Vils are having to do this walk to go pick up the gold, walk to go drop it back off.
And for those who don't know,
Super
damage
annoying.
Vils is actually an issue, especially when the cavalry raids start coming in. Instead of, taking 2 hits or 3 hits to kill, they're going to take, 1. Especially on like a charge or something. So
with how cheap a barracks is, this was value. This was legit value for demonnex. And that front gold's just brutal, but it worked out for him.
A lot of sheep for China right here.
Also, this is EGC Gorge, correct?
Should be, yep.
So look at the food splits. Deer right in front of the base where the spears are. Other deer pack way up in the north. Boar is actually pretty close, but like you could play a feudal style of gorge where you just try to shut down the food for China and don't let them break out. The issue being is that they will get so much food after the initial sheep clump. He is rushing the Kura on 4. Sometimes you see them do a slower Kura age up if they're trying to rush castle. All indications looks like...
play.
Well, it depends how many he puts on wood. I wouldn't mind a little bit of a feudal play. Especially if you think he's going to pro scouts, because then you shut down the pro scouts.
6 on wood?
6 on wood?
Yeah, this looks more...
No lumber camp?
It could be for getting towers on the gold, but I doubt.
No lumber camp? Is he just going to have them gather, then have them help finish the Kura, then drop off? Nope, he's going to long range gather.
Oh, okay.
What's China up to?
China's eating food.
We got the first Imperial official out. The second one will come out after he drops off taxes. Boom, here comes the second one.
And we're...
Immediate archery range to push the spears away. And this is what we mean about maximizing the Imperial officials.
He's watching the lumber camp, so we're going to get that extra 20% drop off, which I believe changes next patch to just like some generic 8%.
No, it changes how much gold you get per drop off. You get 8% of the dropped off resources. And so this is what we mean about maximizing China. Imperial officials on the right production. The archery range is in the range of the Imperial Academy, so it's producing extra gold for every unit. So is the stable. Nope, not going stable. Okay. So this looks like he's just going to start making archers. So there's a version of China that you can do where you just pump units and use the gold you get from pumping units to then afford pro scouts. Okay, and what are we seeing from demonnex on their opening after their age up? So we see, 8 vills on wood, 5 on gold. If this is a fast castle, they probably would have prioritized a tower immediately.
Yeah.
The archers streaming across the map are a big deal. Does demonnex scout this? Yes, they see the archers crossing. Are we going to see a tower rush up, or are we going to see a stable? That's the question. He invests immediately in eco upgrades. Tatara, double broadaxe, skipped gathering berries as well, and he has to leave the gold. He has to leave the gold.
It's almost like he wants to go Yumi, broadaxe, and just get a lot of cheap archers out, which like I thought.
Here comes the stable. I feel like pro scouts is about to be clicked on any second here. This is textbook early China feudal here. Some unit pressure into pro scouts. Stable drop.
He's gonna archers out, so
he's gonna pump out like 5 scouts really quick with imperial officials. He has 4 imperial officials, so right now his eco is just so good.
Nope, that one's not.
And demonnex is getting he's getting level 2 melee, but then he canceled it. Stable coming down. 2 horsemen will easily, I mean 1 horseman will push these archers away, but 2 will clean them up. Here comes pro scouts from dakii. Where is
Is it gonna be watched?
Yep, he sees it. He sees the stable. His scout is there to see the stable, and I mean, like, it's China. You're guessing pro scouts.
Yep.
So the question is Demon gonna try to deny pro scouts? He won't be able to deny the first year pack. This late stable though is killer. He needed that stable dropped right when he aged up to be able to have more of an effect on this, and he's now finally getting the stable out. And this is once again like dakii got those archers out so fast.
Very clean game. I mean,
dakii has already gathered 600 more resources as China. I mean, China, man. Like it's just
archers, but I mean, these archers are buying space for him to start doing pro scouts, right? Like, demonnex has to clear these before he moves all the way out. And these spears are not doing anything.
A-okay. Like, dakii's spear should have crossed. I mean, sorry, Demon's spear should have crossed. The second the horseman came out, his spears needed to cross to deny the pro scouts. Them standing there is doing nothing. That's the difficult part about pro scouts. Like, if you're there to stop it, it can go south of them really fast. But if you're not on top of it,
archer, so even as they're dying, they're getting value.
And now he's just gonna mass horseman archer spear. He's going 1-1-1. Demon has no archery range. And this is just the worst of both worlds. He didn't get out feudal fast enough to go and deny the pro scouts, but he's not going castle. He has no vills on gold right now. And you just don't want to try to go into this like feudal back and forth. Dakii has now gathered 1,000 more resources. This is the issue playing against China. If they're spending, if they're aware of their imperial officials, how do you outmass them? You can't. You actually cannot.
And what was their options again? Ottoman or China? Ugh, I think I would have gone into Ottoman. Much prefer. After seeing this show from dakii, I wouldn't let dakii have China again. Like, this looks super clean.
So that's what you mean it's bugged if they cancel, like the collected resources. Oh, okay. Even if it's bugged, dakii has gathered way more than demonnex. Even if it's not correct, like on normal UI, it's more correct. Interesting.
At minimum, it's 20%.
Okay.
More.
So now Demon's trying to age up. He's got 1 tower, and that's not enough. Is the tower even upgraded? He's now getting arrow slits for it. Horsemen come in to delay. He has to be on berries to try to get food. I think he's almost out of sheep at home, so he has to be on something else. He's on the deer pack as well. Oh my god. If dakii just does a basic rotation through resources
coming across, and for those who are unaware, China watching buildings is gonna vomit out units, but actually he's not even watching them. This is just pure Q going.
It's just normal spam, yeah.
Yep.
And Demon, he almost has the food, but the gold's the issue. He's getting melee. He's using gold on melee upgrades when he desperately needs castle.
I don't think the
I don't know
melee
about this
upgrades
decision.
actually
I think he's
do
given up
much
on
for him.
castle. I think he's decided he just has to make units.
He just needs to spend down. What he really needs to get out is some Yumi. Get out those fast archers. He can actually print them and keep up with China.
Oof. I love this move from Dakii. Just like you have him cornered, just keep making units. Dakii also could at this point stop making units and age up in a minute.
And behind this, he's pro scouting that top deer pack. I wouldn't be surprised if he starts looking for his opponent's deer pack and pro scouting that one as well.
Hey, Demon's defense was strong though.
Yeah.
Played around the tower, used horseman charges really well. He's investing in eco. But if you're Dakii, oh, now I'm afraid Dakii might overinvest into units. I felt like that was actually his chance to go castle off that pressure. But he's just reinvesting. I think this is one of the toughest things for me personally. There's times where I overinvest in the feudal, where I've actually done what I needed to do in feudal, but then I just get a little nervous and keep making units. I think Dakii just needs to go castle here.
You want to know the fix for that paper cut? You just play and end all of your games in feudal. Boom.
I try that, and then my opponent who castled kills me.
Yeah, nope, I know. I mean, it's French though. It's fine, but
also you get Daki's point of view. He's way outmassing demonnex.
Yeah, he's got double.
Has Demon even added more
damage.
production?
Nope.
That's crazy.
He's
on
added an archery
1-1-1,
range.
and Daki's on double production.
And he has IOs that can just like look at it and speed that up. So
if he wants, yeah.
if he wants,
but he doesn't even need to.
He doesn't even have the float to like vomit out units. So, and that's kind of where the IOs can be really beneficial. Like let's say you start a castle transition and then your opponent shows up with an army that's just too big for you to handle and survive. You just stick your IOs on your production buildings real quick, and then bam, you've got an army out of nowhere. So
I'm just curious what Demon's thinking right now. He's making units, but he's still trying to half float to castle.
He's thinking,
it seems like he's trying to live, and then if he can create some space,
which might be a
rush
mistake.
it. Oh wow! He finally found him on the deer.
He snuck a couple. Oh,
he needed that deer so bad for living, and now that his deer's gone, oh no.
He's on farms.
But his
Now
TC
wood's
isn't
gonna be
upgraded.
His wood's gonna be going for farms now.
He needs a TC. He needs a TC upgrade so bad.
Yeah, but he spent
it on
right? And
yeah, he spent on arrow slits and melee upgrades.
Yeah. And then I don't think looking at, I've done the math on like horseman v horseman. These melee upgrades on Japan aren't actually changing any of their breakpoints for stuff dying. It's not even really changing any of the breakpoints for villagers dying or archers dying. So they're kind of a waste.
Oh, this is not the fight you want to take. Oh no.
He needs to be taking
this
this
is way
fight
too many
under
units.
the tower. And he's just gonna kind of get run over here. The villager's gonna get a couple. I thought one went down. I guess one didn't go down. Probably live with a sliver.
Protecting the villagers well, but like he needed that TC upgrade, one for defense if the dive happens, but also just to make these farms worth it. But the farms aren't anything special right now. He's completely pushed off
Spend
food.
your gold, make some samurai. Samurai do pretty well in this. They have the deflective
Yeah, but the
armor.
range mass is so big now.
Yeah, true.
It would be hard to mass the samurai to make it worth it. This just feels like the beginning of the end here for demonnex. Dakii playing a very clean China.
52 to 10. This is brutal.
This is just China in a nutshell, man. All he has to do is burn the tower, kill the vills, and Demon's like, what do I do? Daki's sitting on 2 deer packs, taking the 3rd deer pack. Probably will take the 4th deer pack here in a second.
Yeah. His thing is all the deer are mine, and even with the deer nerf for the pro scouts, where they lose. So for those who don't know, deer lose food as you pro scout and bring them back based on distance traveled. It's still denying that food resource from your opponent, right? So it's still worth it for you, even if you're only eating like 100 food off of that deer. It's just like, no, that's mine.
He's now going Barbican. I honestly would have, because he's taking the boar and he's doing the Barbican, but he honestly, I think, should just go castle win the game.
I mean, just drop your Barbican here and the game's over. Like, or stick it over here on his farms and the game's over. You don't really have to do much.
Demonnex right now has 300 food a minute.
Oof. And he's probably struggling to make villagers now as well. Yeah, a lot of his.
He's
like,
dropped
he has
a lot of archery
production,
ranges.
but he just can't sustain the production because his food count's so low.
actual feels bad, man moment here.
You see any villagers going down to the board? That would be the only mistake that could happen. Nope. But back on the berries, so... And
Once again,
Japan does
we
have
need a
a
TC.
better berry gather
Demon
bonus,
needs a
but
TC upgrade so bad.
these are gonna die.
Here comes
Maybe
Imperial
not.
Palace, and this is beginning of the end. I mean, not beginning. The beginning was of the end was earlier. This is the middle to end of the end.
Yep, and then this bottom deer pack being pro scouted now as well. And Dakii keeping his army together. I don't think he's been making any more units now. I mean, he doesn't really need to for that big army wipe. And going in the castle, pulls his infantry back, which is the smart thing to do. Get those upgrades in. You don't want to lose them to YOLO push from your opponent. That's what can buy them way back into the game. And demonnex out on the berries, but no tower to defend and no scout to see these horses coming. So a lot of villagers here probably going to die.
Oof.
I count 1 dead for sure.
And this is the thing. Dakii could right now Imperial official his upgrades even faster and make this really dunzo, but he doesn't need to. There's no pressure. He's just the one thing Dakii could have is way more on gold. He only has 2 on gold right now. It's like he never adjusted from needing gold to actually make, you know, gold units.
Mm-hmm.
But he had enough gold to get all 3 of his unit bases upgraded, so that's nice for him. Once these upgrades come in, ranged armor comes in, you just enter the base. And it's game over.
They're about to kick in, and I mean, as Daki's coach, I don't even know what I would tell him. Like, good job. Like, go next. You know, like this is a very solid, clean game. I haven't seen anything that is egregious. Maybe that gold thing.
Some minor float issues, but like nothing. Yeah, nothing egregious. Nothing. Like I thought he played that very. I think he's played this very well. He just needs to do the piece de liaisons and enter. Just attack. Yeah. Don't be scared. Just attack. Demon is trying to age up, but like.
With what? Right?
What do you do after that?
There's like
he still hasn't upgraded his TC.
He's not on gold to get the stone passively. He's not on stone either. So yeah, this is.
Okay, you have your upgrades, Doc. You gotta go. Go for it, Doc.
Just a move. You have so
and this is what I mean.
moves
This is the exact same thing we saw before. Just go. There we go. Okay. He also, I think the other thing is that he could have way more. He could have had way more knights in that push right there, just because of Imperial officials and more gold. So like his macro into castle was a little bit iffy, but like all those things are very minor and like is a very well played game. All right, so we are in. We just got to flip the overlay again to match the sides for those people who really love it when the overlay matches the sides on the map.
Yep. There we go.
We then, so on one side we have Rus, demonnex on the west side of the map. East side of the map, we have Dakii on the French. Immediately we have, is he going to do 1 or 2 hunting cabins? Looks like 1. The score, oh, sorry.
2.
So the score is Dakii took the first game against demonnex, Gorge winning as China against Japan. So this is game point for Dakii.
Thanks for mentioning the score. I updated on the overlay for whenever we go back out to the
Awesome.
if we go back out to the draft view.
Early wheelbarrow from Dakii. Very common for French to do early wheelbarrow now. It's cheap, it's easy, it immediately buffs all your vills. If you don't want a pro scout and want to go on the map, getting early wheelbarrow is super helpful. Anyone I coach French, I suggest early wheelbarrow. Even you can even do early wheelbarrow if you're being dark age rushed.
The only time I don't do early wheelbarrow is in the mirror. I think getting your age up faster is French, and getting your knights on the field and having that knight lead early on. I mean, just this season I had 9 games of French v French, 100% win rate because they went wheelbarrow and I didn't, and I just had more knights, right? So. Yeah.
So demonnex is going to do 3 scouts. Sometimes you see Rus players just do 2, but he's going to do 3 from the rip.
Probably because it's 3, going to be going into pro scouts as well.
Dude, how wild would it be if he did Kremlin into 2TC?
That would be a strat. I mean, I wouldn't expect it, but that would be.
There's be a tournament that's like old meta strats. You have to play the strat of the Civs meta from like 4 seasons ago.
I think Golden Gate
which one holds up the best.
Is a better 2TC, right? Golden Gate's gives you a faster 2TC timing. It doesn't give you the defensive bonuses of the Kremlin, but you know, you get it.
True.
On that.
What's our sheep count?
Sheep count 20-15, which is to be expected. Roos, you know,
only 5 better.
All over the map.
As Roos, you'd hope that'd be a little higher. Oh, wait, it is getting a little higher. Just kidding.
Yeah, he's catching all the ones up here, and this map does actually have a lot of sheep on it, I believe. I think it's what 26 aside, something like that. I could be off on my numbers, but
he just found 3 more, so now he's almost 10 better. So yeah.
Or yeah, sorry, 26 total. Because then they in the sheep counter they have the 12, the 6 and 6 from the start, right? Was it 5? Man, I need to go look.
They
at the
start with
numbers
5.
Again. 5, thank you. Yeah, 10 from the start, 26 total on the map, so 36 total sheep. I need to drink some more caffeine. My brain's foggy.
Now, about to say, my wife was nice enough to get me a large iced Americano. That's my coffee choice.
Nice.
Iced Americano. Take a black. I got things to do. I don't got time to mix my coffee.
But pretty standard opener from French. School of Cavalry, 5 on, so getting that slightly faster age up timing. 5 on as well for the Golden Gate. And then
so what I'm interested in is he going to try to naked Fast Castle here? I'm not naked Fast Castle. I mean naked Pro Scout and try to use like just pure scout numbers. Usually if they do that, they're usually making scouts at this point. But he's also not macroing into like a barracks. He's just getting down like 7 on food during the age up is interesting. You would think he'd have more on wood so that he'd be able to get production, but that's not the case. He can do some Golden Gate selling to fix this, but this feels like a really weird opening macro. And now he has a bunch on wood, but okay, yeah, he just bought wood. So that means he's not leaning into Pro Scouts because he'd be wanting to Pro Scout. Yeah, he immediately opens barracks. Okay. And dakii goes Pro Scouts. Wow.
All right, so we're actually going to have
he says, anything you can do, I can do
Roos.
better. So we should be seeing a second stable from dakii, or else his knight production is just going to be completely killed.
And Pro Scouts is cheaper for French, so this isn't bad. This isn't as many
so
resources
what's funny
as you
is
expect from a normal Civ.
demonnex would have really then preferred to be opening scouts and going straight into Pro Scouts, because one knight you can easily avoid and like send your scouts out to different spots. Instead, here's the thing: if Demon is scouting well and he sees scouts being made, you have to push with spears immediately. And that's when I think you Ooga Booga spears and you drop like a second barracks and you just go spear, and you turn this into aggression. The most difficult part, especially when you're playing a Civ you don't play a lot, is realizing when you have those adaptable moments to then immediately find an opening. If he doesn't do that right now, then
Oh, and we have the night show.
Sass. It's Sass in the chat. Nope, no sugar. Just drink it black. Water and espresso. Sometimes I put creatine in the morning.
And one Vil does
and there's the Vil kill.
Scout v Scout action down there.
I really enjoy a nice Turkish coffee as well. The Turkish people know how to do coffee. Oh no, he's going back into the ring. Oh
wow! Those spears just not where they needed to be.
Oh man!
This one knight's already done 2 Vils worth of damage.
So much damage.
And French gets, for those who don't know, and I'll say this a lot because my wife is watching and she doesn't know much about Age of Empires, but for those who don't know, French does have a faster villager production, so 17 seconds per villager instead of a normal 20, so they naturally get a villager lead over time. So this number will just keep getting larger, and then any villager losses that you sustain just make that gap really miserable. And dakii does he does get this knight away, and all he needs to do is tap this chivalry button, and then that'll start healing. So Pro
this
Scouts
is a dream opening for dakii. 2 kills if a knight saves it. No pro scouts from demonnex. He has his own 5 scouts out there. Demon's not crossing the map at all. There's no spears denying the pro scouts. Dakii now has just a deer coming in for free. Demon's finally getting out of stable. He has 6 spears only. He's down 6 vills. You could not have drawn this up better for Dakii. And already this feels like a big... Now he's crossing with spears, but he's not even crossing with spears. The only way I would see this as a potential like way to come back in for Demon is if he was crossing with like 15 spears at this point. But he's not even making more spears. Once again, it feels like he's caught in this conundrum of, okay, what do I do now? And now he's making his own knights. No pro scouts from demonnex. He sees the pro scouts. He decides to cut his pro scouts. He needs to make units. So he's going to go knight spear against knight archer. And I would love to say there's a timing for him here, but he was so heavily delayed from that one knight. I don't think there is. There's already deer coming in. Daki's eco is going to start popping.
This could just be a case of not being comfortable on the civ, so you don't know what to do, right? So
yeah, man.
Your actions are kind of delayed, and that is one of the big things with this tournament because it's the lower rating than the pros. You're gonna have moments where civs that would otherwise be okay, and it 50-50 coin flip ends up being heavily favored one way or the other based on pure comfort. So, because the only requirement to become a student was your elo rating had to be in that specific band. We did not set a specific civ count, but that was part of the month-long journey was learning new civs, and he's making knights of his own.
The thing I always suggest to people when they don't know what to do, a decisive decision is always better than nothing. Even if it's the wrong decision, sometimes the wrong decision becomes right if you're just decisive enough. So I would have loved if Demon had just been like, F it, I'm gonna make 1,000 spears and just like stream across the map. At least that's something that would have put Dakii on the back foot in some way.
Or
if he had went,
it's French, right? They're gonna open wheelbarrow, do something crazy as Roos, and just open a barracks and spear rush them. Why not?
Yeah, why not? Like do something with direction. Demon has felt directionless. And has just been like sitting in his base making knights. Like I had extra wood, so I built a few more stables. So now I feel like I'm being a little harsh. So but it's like I get it, this is what comes from maybe being in a position where you haven't played the civ a lot, haven't played this matchup a lot. Especially if in his mind he might have also already had Daki's game plan. He might have just gone, yeah, he's gonna make knights and try to deny my pro scouts, and then he sees a knight, and then he sees the pro scouts having from French. He goes, okay, what do I do? So now he's crossing, and this is kind of it. He has 7 knights,
another villager
against 9 archers. He has to do something here. This is it. And they're gonna pass like 2 ships in the night. Nope, Dakii sees it. Oh, he's not bringing. No, you gotta bring the spears with you. You gotta bring the spears with you. Because the French knights are better than the Rus knights.
He's got some knights hidden, so those will just go back in for another raid. Full pro scouting behind all of this. And now the big difference here between the Rus knights and the French knights is, well, yes, they're both early knights. The French knights can heal.
Oh, he couldn't quite get the last hit in, and good. Oh, wow, what?
Oh, and he's raiding. I don't know how, but just assume overlay bug.
He's got to go. But tower on the gold. Now Dakii sees it's knight archer, so he can just make even more archers and knights. I mean, it's knight spear from demon, so he can go archer, knight. He's at the break point of archers. He can start one-tapping spears. So if he has the micro, he can just delay this. Oh my gosh, both those knights are barely alive. Oh, is the knight gonna reach it?
Oh, one goes down.
Ooh, very nice.
The other? Probably not.
Getting ranged armor, that's important. Gosh, can we just take a peek at the TC of Dakii? Can we see how many deer he has around there? Oh, wow.
He's nomin. He can't even fully saturate.
And he has a knight in TC to heal. This is nice. If you're someone who uses a lot of all keys, like all units or all idle, and you need to protect your knight and let it heal, just popping the TC is a good move. Just don't forget it's there. That's the biggest issue.
It's just your backup knight for when they're pushing your TC.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Exactly.
And also, small thing from Dakii. He knew he had map control, so he took the deer from the center map first. And now he's getting the deer closer to his base.
And he's
Just
got
stand
really
ground
good
or put him on
micro-
patrol.
Really good night
You
micro
can also
here.
put the knight on patrol near your TC.
I think
Here's the thing,
that'll-
Demon
I think
needed to
that'll
do something
snag
2
it, though,
minutes
if
to
you
go.
Use like an all cav hotkey though. If it's on
The
patrol.
archer mass is getting too big. Especially once he gets ranged attack on these archers, it's gonna be a problem. He also hasn't built his
When
spear mass.
he's
You would have
he's
liked,
not adding any spears at all. Like these are the
yeah,
same
you would have
spears that
liked
we're
him
still
to be
looking at.
adding more spears.
Though, if he does spend all of his food on knights, right? Like, I mean, he has resources in the bank. Like, he could build up a night mass, but it looks like he's trying to go castle, which I don't know if that's going to be the correct play, because French sees that castle age up and then they just come across the map and kill you. Here are your numbers.
Yeah, he had the pressure, but now he sees him backing up. He knows the castle's coming. What food is he on? He's almost out of sheep. He's gonna go castle. He's gonna age up and have no food.
He's
he has
gonna
a berry
use the, he's
still.
gonna use the high trade house deer. There we go.
Oh, and Daki's backing up. If Daki was crossing knight now, this is a kill point. But even if Daki, here's the thing: French can hang around in feudal for a while.
Yeah.
Their feudal knights can fight castle knights. A-okay. He's gonna have more. I think the second the age up happens, he just walks up. He keeps him in his base, gets his own age up. Because all he has to do is not make units for like a minute, and then he can age up himself.
Yeah, this resource pool is off of every single production building he has pretty much being not idled. Only one archery range has been idled so far. And he does have the option to keep fully printing out of everything. And he's moving out on the boar as well.
Onto the
Use
boar.
knight to
Very
tank.
nice. Use the knight to tank it.
Has to fix
Double tower, too.
Has to fix the mill there so that he can actually get all 8 vills on that boar. For those who don't know, if your mill is too close to the boar, only about 5 vills can actually gather from it. And he wanted to fully saturate it, so... but that's also why there's 2 towers. So all the villagers have a garrison spot, but that's also assuming
Lord, he
Demon
coming.
even sees it, right? Like, he's playing in his base. He doesn't even really have gold for any of the Castle Age ups as well. And this gold vein's about to run out, and he's going to have to move way out on the map
Yeah,
for gold.
this is over. And you can't take a fight. You have to hold. You have to try to get your upgrades in. But you have to take a fight because he can't leave. Oh no, man. Oh jeez. Here comes the knight upgrade.
One of the bonuses of this is double elimination, so they do get once they're out for today, they do get a chance to review and practice more with their coach before tomorrow. So some of the players today we could see have better showings tomorrow.
Daki being a little passive here, but he has his own age up coming in a second. So I think he's
villagers on the
very
berries.
fine. Daki's a-okay of saying like, okay, you take your age up, I'm gonna take my age up, and we'll meet after that. Guild Hall. I thought he might do Royal Institute, but he's playing smart. You don't, as I think Vortex once said, even when it's a good situation for Royal Institute, it's a bad situation for Royal. It's a bad situation for Royal Institute.
Unless you want to go Guild Hall. Mass Chad crossbows. I like me a Royal Institute for the crossbows in particular. But that's
we are not the same. You go
things.
Royal Institute for knights. I go Royal Institute for carbs.
You play spear archer and then they don't see it, or not. Sorry, you play spear crossbow with Chad crossbow and they don't see it coming.
We are not
right?
the same.
But don't follow mech
Daki
builds
isn't
for
diving because he has his age up coming in, and so he's gonna wait. He also sees that demonnex does have his knights upgraded. And while he does have more French knights, he doesn't want to straight up just fight the castle knights. So he's going to get the second his knights get upgraded, he's going in. But also, he doesn't have gold. So far in a lot of these games, we've seen people aging up, not age up with the proper amount of villagers on gold, and you don't have the gold float that you need. Oh no, this is Demon's Guide. This is the time, but that's a lot of archers. Even feudal, that's a lot of archers.
Well, I mean, he has the Night Mass here to just kill these
Oh,
knights.
no, Demon, not like this, Demon.
Like, this
Demon,
isn't-
not like this. This isn't the fight you want, Demon.
This doesn't win. Like, yes, the
'Cause here's
knights
the
are
thing,
upgraded,
Demon
but French
actually,
knights are
like,
strong.
Making the French back up was big. Make him back up, fall back. Try to get something going here, but like I think he's also quite aware that his food situation is awful. He's getting 0 food a minute.
He's struggling to make
is
bills
on
at this
0
point,
food a
right?
minute.
So that village.
Daki basically played this safe. Yeah, Daki could have dove while the Age of was happening, but he's just playing smart, which generally Age of Empires 4 rewards slower, safer play.
Oh, this could be a turning point. No. You'd love to
For a
see it,
second, I was
though.
like,
Tons of hype, right?
Roos might. Yeah, Roos needs all 5 relics. I don't even think he has one yet.
No, he tried to get one.
I think Daki's about to. Did Daki upgrade his archers? No, they're not. They're so few archers. Once again, he's not on gold. He needs more gold. Yeah, he is on gold, but he's investing in knights and crossbows instead of upgrading archers.
Yeah.
Really, he's just upgraded his archers. That's a lot of archers. Like veteran archers will still do okay against knights at the mass he has. Engagement taken.
Yeah, and this is another game where I think Myriad prepared Dakii really well for what was to come. And I don't really have notes for Daki's side, right? But judging
really
how this is
well
going,
played on by
we'll oh, there's the tap. Yep. Now we can drag him in for an interview. But let me go ahead and get some of these things updated. Go ahead and interview. I'm going to get the next match rolling. But yeah, very clean game, Dakii. I'm going to give your coach some credit as well. Yeah, it looked like you were very well prepared for this tournament.
Hi, so yeah, of course, because Myriad told me like everything we wanted to do, and we did it just like textbook. You could say
textbook is right. That was clean. Both those games were very clean. So Dakii, what was the coaching Myriad gave you going into that first matchup, China versus Japan?
Which advice he gave me?
Yeah.
To get a little bit more gold, to get my IOs, and then basically push him as fast as I can off his gold that he can't castle, and then basically kill his food. And I think I did this pretty well.
Yeah. It was pretty clear. We were curious what you're going to try to do, and in both those games, it felt like you had a very clear plan you had to execute. And while your opponent seemed to have a little bit of hesitation, like his Japan, he didn't know if he wanted to fast castle his Japan, then he began making units. This game, he didn't even pro scout his Roos. Myriad, I'm curious, after that China game, was there anything you needed to fix, or were you just like, that was a great game, man?
Well, we want to be conscious of the 10 minutes, right? So, like, you could spend some of it discussing about the last game, but ultimately, like, what's in the past, right? Like, there's plenty of time to review those after the series, but you want to sort of also focus on what's next in the series, right? What map is next, what civs are likely to be next, and already plan ahead and predict as to what might occur, because you got to use the time wisely. So there wasn't, and obviously, Dakii played exceptional, so there wasn't much to advise.
What's your view on the French Roos matchup? Did you like that matchup when it came up, Myriad?
I was very happy seeing it. Yeah, I think it's very difficult for Roos, and it's not too complex to play from the French side either. Like, not only are they favored, but they don't have to do anything crazy to be favored. So, it's stuff we've discussed before, stuff we've practiced before, and yeah.
Dakii, is China and French part of your regular rotation? Because you looked very comfortable on both civs.
I mean, I had some civs which I had to train from my coach side. He told me like this and like a couple top 4 civs, and the Chinese and French was also there in the pool.
What's your main civ that you normally play?
I would say, I mean, I'm not so solo player. Like, I played like a shit ton of team games and mostly French in there. So I would go with French. I think French is like, I have the most time spent playing French.
It was clear French because that night micro early on was clean. Grabbing those bills and getting out.
Yeah, I was really happy about this. Unfortunately, he walled already the other side. I was a bit concerned that he focus fired the first night with his TC, but luckily the scout only died, and I was like happy and
that I didn't proudly gave its life.
Scouts, but if you go bro scouts, you never have that much knights in the beginning, and if you lose the first night, it's pretty hard. I think.
I have to say, I've seen this matchup go wrong for French if they open that Pro Scout and Roos just commits to an insane amount of spears and just overwhelms. But that Knight really froze him. And that gave you the space to really grab the first section of deer. And once you got that first deer in, it felt like there was no way you were going to be outproduced.
Yeah, kind of. And it felt like also in-game like it, yeah. I knew after the deer came in and I could take the boar for free as well with 8 villagers and not 5. I feel pretty comfortable. Even when he hit castle, I just know to back off and play it a bit more slowly.
I have to say your draft also was really good. I feel like the spread of the spread of civs you had versus what your opponent had was a really strong draft as well.
Yeah, that's at Myriad also. We got like super good civs in there.
Well, thank you guys so much. We're excited to see you play in the next round, and wish you luck.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.